ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the first Fellowship of Fandom. A bunch of us have gotten together to basically do like we used to do in the olden days of COVID. Excuse me. Look at this. So all my stuff is coming over my phone. You have to forgive that. That's the perils of going live. So anyway, we've come together like we used to do. Jedi Joe and Big L with the 757 Geek Fandom started this thing called the Round Table. And it became so instrumental for all of us because we were all isolated. Some of us were deemed essential workers and had to go out there, and then others were stuck at home. So all we had was this Wednesday night. And this Wednesday night became very important to a lot of us. Miss Liz, myself, I was just now learning 5 years ago how to do video. So I said, hey, Jedi Joe, I can throw this up on the internet. And back then it took like damn near an hour to 45 minutes, an hour to 2 hours to download the episode and then put it back up on the internet, which is weird because now I can do it in a matter of 20 to 30 minutes. If it's a long video, if it's a short video, it's almost a 4-minute turnaround. So even though some of us have gone to different areas and done different things, this was the core group, minus Lady Gray, Miss Liz, and a few others that aren't with us right now. We did have a guest scheduled for you tonight, but the guest has been going through some family issues, and we all wish her the best as she's going through a very untimely passing in the family. So please understand that we did have a guest. She's a wonderful person. She started some conventions. Big L got his big break being there. But right now, she's going under some stress. She originally said she would do the show, and I told her no pressure. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back around and kind of introduce ourselves to you, our viewers, because a lot has changed, especially with the Cosmic Portal. As you can see, Big L has planted his flagship, the Geek Fandoms in Sea. Jedi Joe is still doing the 757 Ronin. And of course, our squadron leader of Virginia Imperial Renegades, he has something to say. And of course, our budding tag team media champions, Marky Mark and Admiral Xena. Although Mark is missing a little bit of a title. I don't like to brag about that title, but I have it. So let me start off with the man who started it all. Jedi Joe has been a friend to the Cosmic Portal for as long as I can remember. I made a post when he was going through leg surgery, and I remember a shout out and how I felt and everything else. And he was also one of the guys who were like, hey, look, your shows are great, but they're all over the place. Can we get a central time that you're going to come on? And I was like, yeah, I could do that. You know what I mean? So without further ado, let me give you Jedi Joe.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Jedi Joe. I am one of the co-founders of 757 Geek Fandoms, and I am very proud to say that my brother, Big L, has taken his side of things to great heights, and I couldn't be more pleased. So, with that being said, I'm very thankful for us to be together like we were and everything. But as a small little announcement, we're about to have a facelift and a name change coming soon. So with that being said, I also teach a local lightsaber competition class. I have some of the best students I think that you could possibly get. We're a small community compared to some of the other big groups. Right now, currently, we are doing a Saber League, which each Saturday, the guys and gals come in and they have tasks. They earn points. They get into ranking, and the next thing you know, within we're going to go another month. And by that being saying is this week coming up will be the end of our first season, and then we'll take a 2 week break because I'm going on vacation, and then we're going to come back and then start out with season 2. But when we're talking about conventions and everything, hanging around with these guys, it's almost like you forget about your job, you forget about your say personal life. You kind of you just move forward, and you learn things. And as me being a dumb old Star Wars guy, I get with these guys and we can talk DC, we talk Star Trek and everything. And mind you, I am not that big of a fan, but I enjoy it and respect it. So hanging around with these guys and talking about similar fandoms and everything brings us closer together. And then I also think for some people, it also teaches you and you learn. But in a nutshell, I am a cosplayer myself. I've done so far that I know of pretty much everything that I can think of in the cosplay world, the fandom world, except for one thing, and that is to actually produce and do my own convention. And so my hat's off to um, our guest. I hope she does well, and I look forward to talking to her soon because me and Big L's been doing some talking. So who knows? We may get together and do something together. But thank you, Cosmic Portal, for letting me be a part of this.
We could not have done it without you, to be honest with you. It's just one of these things. This was your baby. You were like, hey, I miss doing this show. Let's do something together. And I was like, yeah, we can do something together. But I wanted us to do something that we hadn't done because this is all about change and rebirth. We've all changed in such a, I don't know, such an explosive way. Vonda has come a long way. She, was always in the background. Now she's showrunner for the Matriarchs, and now she's doing the at the movies with Mark. And then of course she is my number one in our Star Trek fandom. And then we have another addition, which is Blurred Otaku. And that in itself, there's little Miss Zoe. There in itself is like an amazing thing because the Marshals have gotten together and they're coming after these belts, gentlemen. I see the faction building over there. But before we get to them, let's go with Rob, our MVP, our con saver of the day. I mean, I can't tell you how many times this man has saved my butt at a convention or been there to help set up a table or watch a table overnight while we're all gone. So Rob, introduce yourself and tell our viewers what you do and what you're about.
My name's Robert Ashley. I'm the head of the Imperial Renegades. We are a local Star Wars cosplay group, a lot like the 501st, but we don't mandate that you have to have canon accurate stuff. So you don't have to spend $3,000 on a suit of armor to be in the group. We don't have age limits, so the kids can join with you, keep the whole family together, because the family that cosplays together stays together. We do local events throughout the year. We do our hot dogs in the park, go to the little mini cons and stuff around the area and try to help out. Upcoming this October 26th, which is a Sunday, we have our annual chili cook-off. This will be our 5th year going. It is open to everybody. Bring out your chili. Everybody tries it, sees whose tastes the best, and we have little prizes for everybody at the end. There's small games around to play, and it's always held at Oak Grove Park in Chesapeake. Rain or shine, we have it because there's a big covered area out there. If you do bring your chili out, try to keep it warm. There is no electric out there, but we do have charcoal grills going, so you bring you a pot that you can throw on the grills to warm it up if you need to.
Yeah, I've missed your chili cook off a couple of times, but this year I will definitely be there because I got a bag full of stuff that you can give away. So guys, we will have a ton of stuff just to give away. It will be Star Wars related. There might be some Batman related stuff in there, but we will have a ton of stuff to give away. Hey there, Simon. Up next, we have Miss Zoe, who is the host of Blurred Otaku, and of course with Marky Mark, who is the DC reviewer, and Vonda, who is the head of the Matriarchs of Fandom. She's the showrunner for that. And like I said, Vonda is also my co-host on The Admiral and the Klingon, and she's Mark's co-host for At the Movies. So I'm going to let you guys say what you got to say. And Marky Mark, keep it humble, sir.
Absolutely. So yeah, I do the DC review when there's a new DC movie or TV show. I'll do a review on it, give you my 2 cents of what I think about the show. The last one that I did do was Superman 2025. There were a few people that didn't like it. I thought it was okay, but everybody has their own opinion on it. So that was what I've done. Coming up this week, we have Peacemaker. Season 2 starts Thursday. So I'm going to wait till the first 2 episodes drop, and then I'll probably do a review of those. And I have tried a new thing where I'm just going to talk about some of the DC characters that most people don't get a chance to talk about. So that's what I do. Now, along with my wife, Vonda, we do At the Movies. So when a new movie comes out, we usually try to see it within the first week or so when it comes out, and then we'll give our review on that movie and whether or not I think it's worthwhile to go see. Along with that, my daughter Zoe, she just started Blurred Otaku, and let's hear a little bit what you think about that. Tell us what it is.
It's just pretty much Japanese culture, but it's mostly anime. And yeah.
What she's doing, she's watching, anime, TV shows, old and new, and just giving her opinion on of the show. Should you watch it? Would you live in that world? Because there's a lot of anime out there, that a lot of people don't know, and she just want to know if you're interested in it. She also likes to go to the NecoCon, which is the first part of October, and she likes to dress up when she goes. And I think she's going to be doing some interviews there and showing people who's never been to the NecoCon, because even though it's a con, it's really different from Galaxy Con, Water Con, as in the sense of the people there are there. So me not being a big anime person, I go just so I can be around my family. My husband Mark's like to go. She obviously likes to go. My son-in-law likes to go. So that's what she does with the anime show that she does. I am 1/3 of the Matriarchs of Fandom. I have Miss Liz and Miss Lady Gray, and we meet every other Thursday, and we just talk about fandoms from a woman's point of view. Sometimes in fandoms it's male driven. Sometimes people think that women don't like Star Trek, or people we don't like Game of Thrones and sort of. And I just like to just talk about it, because women like that stuff too. So that's what I usually do every other Thursday. Just like Mark said, we do at the movies. We have 8 AMC passes, and some movies are good, some movies are we should think about. But I like going to experience different kinds of movies and just wanting to know if people want to watch it with us. And also with Mr. Calabas, we're part of a Star Trek podcast that we do pretty much every other Tuesday, and Right now, we're reviewing Strange New Worlds, and then we're going to go back to Next Gen. So that's what I do.
Okay. That's pretty much what everybody does. I do a lot of interviews at cons as well. So when we do go to a con, we do interviews there. So look out for those when a con is coming to town. If we're there, you'll get some of that stuff. Get to see what's going on at the con.
Well-rounded, real well-rounded. That's what I love, and I love doing the Blurred Otaku thing. I thought that was interesting. Zoe's next show will definitely be interesting because when she told me, I was like, I know that name. I know that it was from a South Park episode. Craig and another little South Park boy, and they became lovers. And yeah, so I rewatched that episode today, and so I'm very interested in seeing what you got to say about that. So one of the biggest change that happens to us this year was Big L's coming out party as Geek Fandom's NC. And since he's done that, he has gone legitimately into full business mode. He has his own LLC, and I've been rocking with him from conception all the way up until this point, and it's been a blast. We just recently came back from GalaxyCon Raleigh, and that was my first time driving to a con by myself. And when I got there, unfortunately, I got there on Saturday. It's a 4-day con, mind you. I got there Saturday, and when Sunday hit, I'm like, it's over. I got to go home. You know, I was really upset, but we came away with some cool stuff. All right, Big L, take it away, sir.
Well, yeah, this has been a big change. It's been a big change for me, mindset wise, as far as, 5 years ago, I was sitting here, I've been contemplating, I've been thinking about things. I too am a co-founder of, 757 Geek Fandoms, and while the name and concept of 757 Geek Fandoms may be archiving, or be an archival situation, it's not that it's going away. It's just that it's time to grow. That's just the way we need to look at things. I think that's the way that I've approached this situation. Jedi Joe came to me and said, "Hey, what do you think about us, changing the name and moving?" And I thought it was a great idea. I thought it's a fantastic way to grow the business, grow the fandom. So my hat is off to that part of Geek Fandoms. Geek Fandoms is a family. It's not that it is we are splitting apart or whatever. We're just growing, and we're growing in two different directions. Still on the same path, but going into two different sides. I'm going more business side, and they're probably going to stay a little more on the just hobby side, which is great, and I love it. Geek Fandoms NC, like Calabash Rain said, has become a legitimate LLC. We have our business license. We have our federal tax ID. I could not be happier with the way things have progressed. They have progressed a little faster than I was ultimately expecting them to. I was kind of, we'll gradually get into this. Then all of a sudden, things just kind of blew up. We've gotten a ton of inventory that's come in, from jewelry to keychains to T-shirts. We have a T-shirt press. We have a sublimation printer on the way. So we'll be able to print T-shirts on demand right here or at a con. We'll have, as long as we have electricity power, we'll be able to print an image, take it out of the printer, take it right to the press, put it on the shirt, and within 2-3 minutes, you've got that image on a shirt. So that is a huge win for us. So what do we got going on? Well, right now, September we have Tidewater HorrorCon. That's the weekend of 12th through the 14th. That is going to be, kind of our last fandom group style of con as Geek Fandoms NC, and then we will officially in October move into the business side of things. We will still have our merch, our personal merch, to sell at Tidewater HorrorCon, and that'll be Geek Fandoms NC. We have some hats, we have some coffee mugs, coasters, shot glasses, all of that with the Geek Fandoms NC logo on it. So feel free if you want to pick up an actual merch. Please stop by and check that out. We also will have a lot of freebie stuff going on, so please come by and check that out. Going into October is going to be a busy month for us because it has grown. This is where the growth came in exponentially. October 4th and 5th, we will be at Boardwalk Comic-Con in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Boardwalk Comic-Con. I have teamed up with an old boss and become an investor, Mike Larkin, who was always a good friend of mine and a mentor of mine. He has opted to cover all cost for this con because he kind of wants to get into the convention business and see what it's about, maybe starting a convention or whatever. So he has offered to pay for everything and let us keep the profits. I was shocked when he sent that documentation over for review that, he's going to cover the cost and let us keep the profits to stand up our business legitimately and have some revenue going forward. So I couldn't be happier to be working with someone who's been a mentor of mine for a good 6.5 years now, and he's become a good friend and still a mentor in the business side of things. It doesn't hurt that he's a multimillionaire either, so I guess that doesn't hurt. Mike, if you're watching this, sir, thank you very much. Roanoke Rapids Minicon, October 12th. We will be there. We will be helping. We call her Big Liz. That's our affectionate name for her. We will be there. In fact, Big Liz is the one who helped design the Geek Fandoms NC logo. She is the one that came up with the new logo. She is a graphic artist, so I was stunned when she did it for me, and grateful for what she charged me for it. So I'm thankful. But we're going to be there helping her out. I will be emceeing that con as far as the cosplay contest. I will be the MC. We will be set up there. We will be vending with all of our merch, as well as we'll be helping out, set up and tear down for that whole con. We are the guest of honor, so we will be there to kind of facilitate stuff. Now, any purchases and things that come out of that, proceeds do go, and any donations go to help Make-A-Wish Foundation. So if you've ever wanted to get involved with an organization as far as sponsoring an organization or being some sort of donation or whatever for that, that would be very helpful because it does go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I know Jedi Joe is looking at his things and see if he can come down and make it. The door is open. You are more than welcome to come. The Lightsaber Academy is more than welcome to set up and do their job there because it is more than welcomed. And then, of course, October 26th, with the Virginia Imperial Renegades, Geek Fandoms NC will be there. Big L himself will be in person with his famous chili. And I speak that in third person because I will say that chili has won multiple chili cook-offs. And any of you that have ever tried that chili will know that it is top-notch and superior. I am not saying that as boastful. I'm just saying that because I have the awards to prove it and they can back it up. So bring your chili on. Take on the king, if you will. Take on the master. And if you feel that your chili is better, I'm sorry for your damn luck because it'll never beat the reigning, defending, ultimate chili cook-off champion. Thank you, sir.
Well, okay.
Oh,
Mark,
like I said, it sounds like there's.
I
gonna be
need
some
you to
really
beat
good
that chili, Mark. I need you to beat that chili, Mark. My
It's funny.
chili
That's
comes from a can.
that's actually one thing I've never tried to make was chili. So
What?
I can
And
see,
we do
but
have two categories. We have spicy and non-spicy.
okay.
So you have two chances to win.
Chili is that.
I make chili.
That's
Well,
one
there
thing.
are people on this panel that can tell you that my chili is like,
Now
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
try, right?
It's damn good. I'm not gonna lie, it's damn good. As a matter of fact, when Cag looked at her phone, she goes, L's coming down for the chili thing. I said, what chili thing? You know, the one that Rob's doing. I said, L coming down for that? I said, you know, we might have to go to that. That chili, yeah. I'll bring my Tupperware. So guys, it's been a hell of a ride. I can't say the growth has just been, I mean, just crazy. So I too have changed over with the Cosmic Portal with the Oscarith because I was writing the book, and the book has expanded to try to do a comic, an audio series. There's been so many things. So what I did was I went out and sent out my stuff. I'm just waiting for that copyright to come back, but I went and got LLC'd. So the Oscarith is my LLC because I started the ambassador program for Light Sword Martial Arts. So I can take you from basic beginner and lead you up to the path of white belt or white sash. And then from there, you can take your test, get your sash, and move forward. But that's not the extent of what I'm doing because now we've entered our own saber tag league. And for those of you who are industrious enough to try your own little business at it, you will be able to purchase that and have your own saber tag equipment, all the bells and whistles for it, and go out and make your own money with that. And that's what I plan on doing. So at events with my brothers and my sisters, we will start trying to have the saber tag equipment there so that you guys can test out, have fun with, and show the whole nine about how it goes. I am working into purchasing that and actually doing that as my business for a while for myself. The book is still coming out. I have 8 investors that started out and really pushed and got me over the edge for it. And with those, you guys were going to get a special package that I'm giving you. Big L was one of the first person who signed up for it, and that means a lot. So it's been, like I said, a crazy ride up until this point. Knowing what I wanted to do, I never thought that I would be that lightsaber guy. Again, if you want to learn instruction, you need to go to Jedi Joe. I am not teaching instruction. I am teaching you to get to your white belt. But after that, that's all on you. I suggest you reach out to Jedi Joe. Now, if you want to put a helmet on and beat your friend down with a lightsaber, then you come to me. I can help you out with that. So we have so many facets of things that are going on, and now we have entered the Star Trek realm. This is my crew, believe it or not. I was part of the Federation. I still am. I'm a lifetime member, but now I've rejoined Starfleet International for the second time. I've rejoined Starfleet, and we've been always doing charity work, so this just fits for us. We love doing the conventions together and doing all this other stuff. And now we'll be doing some of the charities in the name of the Federation or Starfleet International, which is even better. It's just a good fit because we like Star Trek. We love the cosplay. And to be honest with you, I've seen Star Wars and what they've done to it, and I need a break. I need a break. I need a break. I need a break because it's just gone too crazy for me. And don't get me wrong, though. Any chance I get to get the Galaxy's Edge, I'm going to take, because that's still one of my favorite places on Earth. I know it's a little expensive, but I do enjoy it. By the same token, Universal had a Star Trek exhibit where you actually got to walk around, talk to the characters, almost like the old Star Trek hotel. And I would love to do that. Next year is the 60th anniversary of Star Trek, and we are thinking about going to New Jersey to do the Star Trek thing there and actually go on to the set of Star Trek and talk to some of the cast members, because they do it every year, and this is the 60th anniversary. My next goal is going to be GalaxyCon Richmond, to see William Shatner for the last time for me, because paying that type of money to get Mr. Shatner's autograph is getting a little expensive. And although I love my Captain Kirk, I can't keep shelling out that type of money when there are like 5 other people I want to get autographs from. But he is still one of my favorite captains. Love him or hate him, call him womanizer, sexist, whatever you want to call him. Captain Kirk is still the man. But to all my friends here, you guys make me very proud to stand with you. To our budding young star that is now doing her own show, I'm very proud of you. I hope you continue your journey. Yes, you. And Zoe can give you some very interesting anime, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. I'm sitting there going, wait a minute now. But
I think her and Jamie need to talk, because every time I go in there in the living room here lately, there's a new anime on, and half of the time everybody in there is naked. So
well, she had zombies. These zombies, you know, I mean, they're eating people and stuff, but it was kind of a sexual way they were doing it. I'm sitting there,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, but again, you guys need to stay tuned for her next show. It's going to be quite interesting, to say the
Be
least.
on TikTok too. So
Yes. Yes, we do YouTube and TikTok only for Ms. Zoe. That's the way she likes it, so that's the way we're going to do it. I do plan on trying to put most of our shows on the other platforms as well. So we're not just Facebook, Spotify, BeanPod. Now we're on TikTok and Instagram as well. So I continue to promote and push my people, because this is our fellowship. Just like Lord of the Rings, this is our fellowship. We may get a little upset at each other, and we may have these little issues, but in the end we all do kind of work it out, and because we're friends. And that's one thing that we pride ourselves on, and we keep pushing each other. It's time to go to the next level. It's time to step up. It's time to hit the next level. So this is one of the things that I never thought would really happen, that we got this big between the Priory of the Phoenix, now the new Star Trek page that I was in process of building, the armors, the Star Trek weapons, it's just gotten so big. And now, of course, there's more merch. It's not just Priory of the Phoenix merch and Proud Warriors merch. Now there's NC Geek Fandom's merch, and the Disney merchandise that Elle has. This is licensed merchandise. This is not somebody hand drawing a Mickey Mouse. This comes from the Disney store. So you can get your stuff at Geek Fandoms. Now, if you need something custom, come talk to me. We can get something going. And then I still might go to Big L, because he can probably print it out faster than my stuff can ship it. So you have some options, people. With us, you have some options. I'm looking very forward to THC. We're going to have a gremlin at the table, an animatronic gremlin from Yester Toys. We will have a lot more merchandise out at the table, along with Geek Fandom's NC stuff. It's going to be a blast. And, of course, we're going to get together and celebrate Big L and Abby's anniversary, my birthday, Miss Liz's birthday. We are going to have a ball. So I want to thank all my guests. Next time, any one of you want to host it, you can. That's the way we're going to do it. We'll get together the Saturday before the, I think it's like 23rd or 22nd of September when we do our next show. All right. All right, guys. So if anybody else wants to throw anything out there before we go, here's your shot. After that, we're out. No one? No one? Well, I just like to say, as the champ.
Nobody wants to hear that.
I am the Cosmic Portal Media Champion.
Second champ. I'm still the original champ. So I'm the OTC.
Yes.
Let's go with that.
Yes.
You already know that.
Yeah, yes. And like the OTC, you have no belt.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I do have a belt, and that one probably ain't going nowhere for you.
And Vonda, just so you know, you see how he's treating you. I'm just saying. I think we need to turn on the heat, get some likes up in there, so there'll be a new tag team champion up in here.
Yeah, it's coming.
All right, guys.
Well, for everybody that comes out to THC, for all the Godzilla fans, we will have a 1965 Godzilla head on the table, made from the original mold and signed by both men that played Godzilla. So come by the table and see it. Maybe get a picture with it if you want.
Nice. All right, guys, I want to thank you for joining us. Again, you have a multi-genre group here, and the fandom is full, ranging from Star Trek to Lego to Star Wars to Battlestar Galactica and anime. We have it all, so watch us as we grow. We're out.